foods. We actually launched a brand called SweetDo here not too long ago with my very good friend Rhonda Pearson, who we have a huge history. We've known each other for years and years and years.
I think almost 3 decades.
Yeah, we go back.
Wow.
But anyway, and Rhonda's wonderful, and she knows a lot about, well, not just the TV business, but she knows a lot about food and cooking and all the wonderful brands that are out there. And SweetDo, you were here a few weeks ago with this.
Coffee cakes.
You brought out coffee cakes. And I will tell you, unbelievable coffee cakes. You know what's so neat about them? The longer you keep the cake, it's almost like it gets better in 2 or 3 days.
Same thing with the crumb cakes.
Yeah, and that's part of the recipe and how they bake, because these are artisans that handcraft these utilizing European traditions, and these are sour cream infused, and I think that's the key to the European thing. They put sour cream in everything.
And a little bit of butter too. Don't forget the butter.
Let me tell them what our offer is really quickly. So you can get a single, which is 4.5 pounds of this, a giant tray, which you can split up. This is the 4.5 pound. I'm gonna actually pick it up right here. It's heavy. So this is the 4.5 pound tray. This is a lot, guys, and you can cut this up into 12, 15, 18.
It's pre-cut.
It's pre-cut if you want to even go smaller.
There's 12 pieces, and you can cut each one in half. Look at this. Just like this.
Yeah.
So you actually end up with 24.
They're so good, guys. And by the way, they freeze. You can freeze these for a few months. You get 1 or you get 2 of these. Now you see the prices down there, $29.95 if you're going to get 1. And then you get a 2-pack for $54.90. The shipping and handling is free on this, and you get them to your house in about a week or so. So I had the coffee cakes.
Right.
I still have a little bit left of one. And I love how they last.
And the longer they're around, the better. The same. Okay, so it's a similar batter, the same sour cream batter that's in the crumb cakes that you're gonna see that 5-star review for the coffee cakes that we just launched. SweetDo, by the way, is a group of old-time bakers, old world bakers. They're 4 guys, and between them, they have over 100 years of experience.
It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they're all like 60, 70, whatever.
Right.
There's nobody there under 55, I can tell you that.
That's right. And the thing about crumb cakes is it's a special way of doing it, but I just wanna show you a couple of ways to do crumb cakes.
Right.
Look at these nice little pieces.
Little crumb cake nuggets.
Right, little base that you've got there. You can put a little bit of,
fudge on
so this
top.
is ice cream and fudge. We can serve it as, now this is dessert, obviously. How about a great breakfast dish with some fruit compote on top?
Yeah.
Isn't that great? And you can pour it on here. But the secret is, I've got to tell you, Guy, it's a 2-step process. So what's happening here is first they take the sour cream batter and they bake it. And the sour cream batter is baked with the swirl of cinnamon, then they put it back in the oven. They add the crumbs on top and they toast it a second time. It's all about the crumbs. Look at those.
I'm gonna hold a piece and I wanna show you. And by the way, we don't have a lot of these to go around. I think altogether in the single and the 2-pack, we only have about 1,000 total. So this is, to give you an idea of the crumb, I gotta open this up. Look at what's inside here. Do you see how much of that topping? And then you see that sort of streusel that goes through. And it is so incredible. You can see how moist it is, how I hold it. But when, there's something that happens.
It's kind of falling apart even as you hold it. Look at these
When you put sour cream in something, and I'll tell you this, because it's actually a reaction that happens inside the cake, it actually gets more moist as it ages. So like, your coffee cake is gonna be better on days 2, 3, 4, 5 than it was before. And you can keep it out. You can put it in the fridge.
You can keep it out for 7 days, by the way. It can be in the refrigerator up to 14 days. And guess what? You can pop it in the freezer. And you're gonna get this at home, right? If you get the 2-pack, you're getting 12 pieces, each one, look at this, how heavy and big, 5.5 ounces per, and you're just gonna pop this in your freezer. When you have some hungry teenage boys come over to hang out with your son, right? Pull it out, you can take one piece at a time, pop it in the microwave, right? So this is how it's gonna come to you, and again, you can cut each one of these pieces in half again.
And you can have your choice of 1 or your choice of 2, and remember, a little bit goes a long way. You can freeze them for months at a time. So in fact, when you buy this, the actual manufacturer, the bakers, they say, put it in the freezer for a little while, because what happens is that, again, that sour cream, it actually permeates and almost seasons the entire cake.
Like marinating, you were saying earlier today, same thing,
and so when you take it out, and you can leave it in there for 3 months, but put it in over for a couple of days, and then take it out, and I'm telling you, it'll knock your socks off. We are gonna go to our phones. We're going to say hi to Claudia,
hey,
who is in the beautiful state of Nevada, and she ordered these and she loves them. So let's say hello. Hi, Claudia.
Hi, how are you?
We're wonderful. Tell me about your experience with SweetDo. What do you love about it?
I bought the SweetDo coffee cake.
Yeah, me too.
And I think it's absolutely delicious.
Isn't it good?
It's moist, it's refreshing, and I've been having it every morning with my coffee.
Yeah.
And I gave my girlfriend half of one, and she called me and said, "Where did you get this?" And I told her off at HSN. So she said, "The next time you came on, make sure I order her one."
Well, what's so great, Claudia, is SweetDo came on. Their launch was the coffee cakes.
Yeah.
Now we've got crumb cakes, and there's going to be a lot more SweetDo products coming. And the thing is the quantity.
Like I said, the coffee cake was delicious.
Oh, I love it.
And I'm ordering the crumb cake today.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward to when I get it.
Oh my goodness, and you're gonna love it. And remember, if you want, you can pop it in the freezer for a little while, and it actually gets better when it sits on the counter. I'm telling you, it gets more and more moist, Claudia. You're gonna love it. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to call us.
What?
And thank you so much, and keep the SweetDo coming.
Oh, we will.
Thanks, Claudia. You know what that reminds me of what I wanted to say to you, too, is that it's called SweetDo, but I noticed this is not like sugary sweet.
No, it's not too sweet. Now, look at the crumbs here, the size of the crumbs. So you're getting this similar to the coffee cake, the SweetDo batter. And then on top, you're getting, of course, that wonderful crumb. And the crumb, by the way, the vanilla, the cinnamon comes from India. There's sugar in here, some brown sugar in here, and butter in here. And what is so great about this, you're talking about popping it in the freezer and keeping it a while. Look at how much you get. So if you're having a baby shower, a group of people coming over, or hey, how about Labor Day? People show up in your backyard, unexpected. People come over. Great thing to take to a church event or school event. Right, and you have it in there, and then anytime you just pop a little piece. I have a friend, Guy, who takes a piece and pops it in her kid's lunch every day.
Yeah, you know what, and as I said, you can take any one piece and you can break it up into 4 pieces. And again, this is the idea. When you look at it from the top and you open it up, it is totally unbelievable. Look at it. And do you see how it really holds together? That's how moist it is. It's not a dry cake. It is a dense cake. It's not overly sweet. There's a little bit of powdered sugar on top, but they don't load up sugar into the topping or into the cake batter itself. That's the butter and the sour cream. So it has a certain, I won't say savory flavor, but something like sour cream is great when you get a little sweet on the end, you know?
It has a little bit of buttery flavor to it as well.
That's why people love cheesecake, right? It's because it's got sour cream and cream cheese and all that great stuff in it. If you look down there, it's $29.95 for a giant 4 1/4 pound tray. If you want to go the 8 1/2 pounds, which is 2 of those, then you'll pay $54.90. The shipping is free, and I'm telling you, you are going to be blown away by these. These are brand new, the crumb cakes. HSN launch. Can't find these anywhere else right now.
Nowhere but here. Don't forget, cut them in half. You get 24 pieces. Pop them in the freezer and then the microwave for a little.
Hey, I love it. And by the way, everything on the Monday night show, why is there not a picture of me up there, Steve? Or maybe at least just put my face over Adam's face just for today. He would understand, and Chelsea wouldn't have a problem with that either, because I'm friends with Chelsea. We're gonna work on that. Anyway, Rhonda, great job as always. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to bring this.
We talk about how this would be great with coffee, and guess who's opening up a coffee shop? Well, we